Have you ever wondered what lurks beyond the visible surface of the internet? There's an entire universe out there, hidden beneath the everyday Google searches and social media posts that we're all so familiar with. This unseen part of the internet, often shrouded in mystery and intrigue, is known as the dark web. Picture the internet as an iceberg. The tip, visible above the water, represents what we call the surface web. This is where you find your everyday websites and digital platforms. But beneath the surface lies the deep web, a vast expanse of unindexed content, inaccessible through standard search engines. And then, there's the darkest corner of the internet, the dark web, a place that's intentionally hidden and only accessible through special software. A realm that's become synonymous with secrecy, anonymity, and oftentimes crime. So, let's dive into the shadows and explore the depths of the internet. You might be surprised to discover that the internet you use daily is just the tip of the iceberg. Dive with me into the ocean of the internet, and let's explore its vastness. The part we see, the part we interact with daily, is known as the surface web. This is where you find your favorite news sites, social media platforms, and online shops. It's the part of the web that's indexed by search engines like Google and Bing. However, it's only a small fraction of the internet, roughly around 4%. That's right, only 4%. It's like standing on the shore of a vast ocean, peering out at the endless horizon, yet only seeing a small slice of the whole. So, what about the remaining 96%? This is what we refer to as the deep web. This isn't some mysterious underworld. It's simply the part of the internet that isn't indexed by standard search engines. It's the place where all the data that's not meant for public view resides. This includes things like your emails, online banking details, and subscription-based content. It's the storage room of the internet, holding vast amounts of information that's not readily available to the average user. Now, the deep web is enormous, much larger than the surface web. To give you an idea of its size, imagine an iceberg. The tip of the iceberg that you can see above the water represents the surface web, while the massive structure beneath the water represents the deep web. The deep web is not inherently malicious. In fact, it serves a crucial role in protecting our private information and allowing for secure data exchanges. However, it's also a place where one can stumble upon some not-so-pleasant things if not careful. But what about the dark web? That's where the real intrigue begins. Welcome to the dark web, the most mysterious part of the internet. This is the place where all the rules you thought you knew about the internet change. It's a world that remains hidden from search engines, accessible only through special software. But what exactly is the dark web? And how does one venture into its depths? The dark web is a collection of websites that are intentionally hidden from traditional search engines. They do not appear in Google or Bing results, and you can't access them using standard browsers like Chrome or Firefox. Instead, you'll need to use something called Tor, or the Onion Router. This unique browser allows you to access the dark web while maintaining your anonymity. The allure of the dark web is that it offers a level of privacy and anonymity that the surface web simply cannot provide. When you use Tor to browse the dark web, your IP address, the unique identifier that can be traced back to you, is masked. This makes it incredibly difficult for anyone to track what you're doing online. However, this anonymity is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can be liberating. It allows for freedom of speech, especially in countries where the internet is heavily censored. Whistleblowers, activists, and journalists often use the dark web to share information without fear of retribution. On the other hand, this same level of anonymity can facilitate illegal activities. It's no secret that the dark web is often associated with illicit trade, from drugs to stolen credit card information. It's important to remember that while the dark web can be a tool for good, it also has a darker side. Navigating the dark web requires caution and understanding. It's like stepping into a different world, one that operates under its own set of rules. But remember, despite its reputation, the dark web isn't inherently evil or dangerous. It's a tool, and like any tool, its impact depends on how it's used. The dark web is not just a place of shadows but also a realm of freedom. It's a testament to the vastness of the internet, a reminder of the power of anonymity, and a symbol of the complexities of our digital age. The dark web's reputation is not unfounded. Indeed, the underbelly of the internet does have its darker shades that have cast a long, infamous shadow over its existence. When it comes to illegal activities, the dark web has become somewhat of an infamous playground. It's a place where transactions are anonymous and identities are hidden. This makes it an attractive venue for those looking to operate outside the confines of the law. Black markets thrive in these conditions, selling everything from illegal drugs to stolen credit card information, counterfeit money, and even firearms. These unsavory elements make the dark web a breeding ground for cybercrime. Cybercriminals exploit the anonymity offered by the dark web to carry out a wide range of illicit activities. They conduct their operations from the shadows, making it incredibly difficult for law enforcement agencies to track them down. But it's not just about buying and selling illegal goods. The dark web is also a hub for some of the most notorious hacking groups. These cyber outlaws use the dark web as a base to launch their attacks, often targeting businesses, governments, and even individuals. Moreover, the dark web has also seen its fair share of disturbing content. It's a place where the darkest corners of human nature can be laid bare, leading to a proliferation of content that is morally reprehensible and in many cases outright illegal. All these factors contribute to the dark web's infamy. It's a place that has become synonymous with the darker side of human nature, a place where the rule of law seems to hold little sway. However, it's important to remember that not everything on the dark web is illegal or immoral. While the dark web can be a hotbed for criminal activity, it's not its sole purpose. There are legitimate uses for the dark web, and many people use it to protect their privacy and exercise their right to free speech, among other things. Yet the dark web is more than just a hub for illicit activities. It's a complex and multifaceted part of the internet that can't be reduced to its darkest elements alone. The dark web isn't all shadows and crimes. Indeed, while it's true that the dark web harbors some nefarious activities, it's also home to a wealth of good, offering a haven for many who seek protection from the prying eyes of the surface web. One of the most significant positive aspects of the dark web is its role in providing cover for whistleblowers. These brave individuals, often employees within large corporations or government institutions, expose wrongdoing and corruption, risking their careers and sometimes even their lives in the process. The dark web provides a secure platform for them to share crucial information without fear of retribution. Similarly, the dark web serves as a lifeline for activists, especially those operating in countries with oppressive regimes. The anonymity it offers allows them to communicate, organize, and mobilize without the risk of being tracked, caught, or silenced. They can share their stories, their struggles, and their victories, inspiring others to join their cause and fight for their rights. And let's not forget the journalists, the tireless seekers of truth, who often find themselves in the crosshairs of those who'd rather keep their actions hidden. For these intrepid reporters, the dark web can be a treasure trove of untold stories, a place to connect with sources who can provide insights and information not available elsewhere. It's a tool that, when used responsibly, can help to expose the truth and hold the powerful to account. Moreover, the dark web can also be a platform for free speech, particularly in oppressive regimes, where voicing one's opinion can lead to severe consequences. Here, individuals can express their thoughts, ideas, and criticisms freely, without the fear of reprisals. So, the dark web, like any tool, can be used for good or ill. It all depends on the user. It's a part of the internet that's often misunderstood, feared, and demonized, but as we've seen, it also has its positive side. It's a place where the voiceless can find a voice, where truth can emerge from the shadows, and where freedom can find a foothold in the darkest corners of the web. The dark web is a complex and mysterious part of the internet. It's a vast underbelly, part of the three-layered structure of the web that we've journeyed through together. We've traversed from the surface web, the part most familiar to us, down into the depths of the deep web and finally, into the enigmatic corners of the dark web. We've learned how to access this hidden realm, using special software to cloak our identities. It's a place cast in shadow, infamous for illicit activities from hacking to black market trading. But it's not all doom and gloom. We've also seen how the dark web can be a force for good, providing a platform for whistleblowers, political dissidents, and those seeking to maintain their digital privacy in an increasingly surveilled world. The dark web continues to be a place of intrigue and mystery, a testament to the vastness of the internet and the depths of human curiosity.